What's going on? It's your favorite Misfit, Misfit FM. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And before hopping into it, make sure you like, subscribe, do everything you can to support your favorite Misfit on YouTube. And today, we're back here with another episode of the Roundup. As you already know what we do here, we talk anime news, updates, all that fun jazz. Primarily today, we'll be talking all things Boruto. First up, let's talk about what's been going on with the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex anime production potentially coming back. Let me clarify for a second that the production is still in production. There's nothing new that's going on. So to explain a bit of what's going on that has the whole internet in a frenzy, you probably seen most posts about it. Also seen maybe websites post about it as well. So essentially what happened was Studio Parrot, obviously the company that makes Boruto anime, Naruto anime, and many other animes that you probably enjoy as well. For example, Bleach, 1000 Year Blood War. But essentially what happens with that website is that they post something pretty much establishing, once it's translated to English, that the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex production has been decided, or in general, the Boruto production has been decided for the anime. Now, here's the thing that I really want people to understand. We known this for years. This isn't new information. This isn't something that we're just like, oh, hey, we're finally made a decision. Like, no, we've known they've been working on it. They just never officially said anything. This isn't new. None of this is new. If this was new, I would be ecstatic, going crazy. This video would have been up earlier in the day. This video would have been pre-made. I would have figured out a way to record after work or something like that. But obviously my schedule kind of flops depending on what I can do. Either way, to kind of highlight that, the news feed has been going crazy with pretty much everyone saying that the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex anime is now officially in production. Here's the thing. None of that is accurate. We don't know anything outside of the fact that we know they're working on something, and we'll know something when they officially tell us, because that statement just says the same thing we've known for 2 years. At the end of the day, the anime pages that have talked about this, saying this is officially in production, they're going to keep their post up. It is what it is. But what I can tell you here on Misfit FM, nothing is official. We still know nothing. Like, that post says nothing at all that gives us any clarification. And also, just to kind of add on to the mix of it, CBR, they're one of the first websites to report on it. They made an article about it, even including the link that was used for it. And fun fact, if you go to that article specifically, it's gone. It's error page will pop up 9 times out of 10, and you can't even see what they originally posted. And hell, I can't even find the link to that Studio Parrot post that was up there. I can see images that I found on Instagram, but I'm not going to post those just because I don't trust the fact that they're real or not. Because the other issue we run into when it comes to highlighting Boruto anime is that a lot of times people tend to try to put fake information out there, which makes it hard for then people like myself to be like, okay, let's 100% post this, but then I have to verify. I try to verify information as much as I can, especially when it comes to anime news, because very hard to verify a lot of stuff because various companies are very hush-hush on how they want to talk about stuff. But based on what I know and based on what I've researched into, this information isn't new. This is something we've known for years. We're just gonna have to wait to an official statement that says officially back in production and some layer of that, because until we get something like that, I don't want to just jump the gun and just say something that I don't mean, and I don't want to post something that doesn't make sense to post. So obviously, until that has been said, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex anime production is to be determined in my eyes. But obviously, let me know what you guys think about that news, your thoughts on it, and anything else as we go further into the video. Because let's hop into the next topic, which is our lovely little V-Jump cover for Boruto and Kawaki. Next up, we got a new V-Jump cover. This time around, we got Boruto and Kawaki. Now, obviously, anything significant about this cover, obviously seeing Kawaki with his staff weapon of choice, which is, again, I made a post about it, Mr. Sasuke, check it out, where I kind of ran through a similar update video flow, and essentially, I kind of highlighted that, look, Kawaki's using the weapon that was, again, abused on him as a kid various times by Jura, where he got abused and just basically trained to be Jura's vessel. So it's very interesting that he picked that weapon. And maybe Stockholm syndrome is the thing, but no, in all seriousness, he looks clean with the staff. I think he's gonna work out very well for him. Boruto's Boruto. I mean, there's enough things I've said about him because of how cool he looks and things. I've said enough great things about Boruto. It is fun to see him with that weapon. Excited to see what he does with it, and excited to see what Boruto and Kawaki team up does. Maybe this is a tease for a potential team up between front of them. I could see a team up for them against Jura at one point, because there's the only two that could probably fight him in a one-on-one, well, 2-on-1 fight, because there's no way. The only person who could take him on one-on-one is probably either Boruto or Kawaki. especially now Kawaki, once we see the power up, because I want to hold off anything positive about Kawaki until we see a power up. At the end of the day, cover looks sick. Excited to see what Boruto and Kawaki do in the future chapters, especially Kawaki, because he definitely needs a moment, just like how Sadara is having a moment right now. But we'll see what happens with him, but let me know your thoughts about that well in the comments. Last thing I'll say, prediction wise, I want to see Sadara continue her dominance over Ryu, because dude, the Uchiha clan needs some moments in this manga, and this is a prime moment right here. Now look, the Sharingan has kind of been disrespected over the years because of just introducing newer powers, and I get that they need their time to shine, but the Sharingan at one point was one of those visual prowess techniques that everyone in their mamas was like, this is a problem, because you knew if you went against an Uchiha clan member, whether or not they were inexperienced or not, it's a problem. It's a powerful technique. And this chapter is highlighting once again why the Mangekyo Sharingan especially is a very powerful technique that many people can still get some problems dealing with. And Ryu's right now dealing with it because of the black hole technique that we just saw Sadara use. And there's probably gonna be some more techniques that we see her use in the next chapter tomorrow. So I'm excited to see how Sadara just continues bringing the belt to Ryu. So that's my prediction. That's my main one, obviously. Yes, there are some spoilers out. The chapter technically is out, but I advise you just read it officially when it comes out tomorrow, because it helps the studios with views and a lot of other fun jazz, so that we can get the #1 slot on various manga websites. So make sure you read the official chapter tomorrow, not just spoil yourself. But if you do that, that's up to you, man. I don't judge you or blame you any other way. I just want to support the product in the best way I can, not to support any other leakers and stuff like that. Leakers are leakers. I'm just trying to support the right sources. So make sure you check out tomorrow's chapter. But at the end of the day, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much for taking your time out of your day. Come vibe with me for a little bit. Hope you enjoyed today's YouTube video. We'll be back here next weekend giving you a review of what we expected or didn't expect from the latest chapter. My name is Misfit FM, aka Steven. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys here next weekend. Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.